TV5 News Scene, the Atlanta news team with Chuck Moore and Jackie Maddox. Superstar Sports with Harmon Wages. Guy Sharp with Color Radar Weather. Here's Chuck Moore.
Good evening. Here's what's happening. Former Budget Director Burt Lance said in Atlanta tonight, if the news media can dish out criticism, then it ought to be able to take some criticism. TV5's Paul Yates has more.
Lance told Georgia State University communications students that a recent Washington Post editorial denied his right of being presumed innocent until proven guilty. Lance faces a federal conspiracy indictment charging him with banking violations. Lance said he was not out to attack the news media, but in remarks that were often jovial and lighthearted, his voice turned hard in speaking of concerns about the press.
All the amendments to the Constitution of this country are important, and all are precious, equally so. And if we get to the point where one becomes more precious than the others, where freedom of the press is more important than presumption of innocence, then I think we've got great difficulties in the future.
In response to questions from the audience, Lance defended President Carter and said he expects his former boss to be reelected. But Lance refused to say whether he has been in contact with the president since being indicted.
If I say, yes, I talked to the president, then there's something bad wrong with that. If I say that no, I haven't, then they say, well, you've been ostracized from the White House and from his friendship. He stated on his press conference that I was his friend, and I think that's a sufficient answer to that question.
Lance refused to speculate on Senator Herman Talmadge's future, but Lance said he hopes Talmadge is reelected without any significant opposition. Lance said, I wish him well. Paul Yates, TV5.